Right, boys, it has been a crazy couple of weeks since my last video. As you can see from the title, literally the plugin that I made from start to finish in that video has been downloaded over 6,000 times, which is insane. In that 2-week period, so many things have happened. I've learned so much. There's been so many exciting things that I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm literally gonna run through in order everything that happened, and hopefully you can take something away from it. Because yeah, there's loads of good stuff in here. So let's get going. So yeah, back to the beginning. I made that video on July 26th where I made a Premiere Pro extension with Claude from start to finish, and I documented the whole thing. And then at the end, I gave it away. And when I posted that video, obviously I've got a small channel. I wasn't expecting crazy shit to happen, but it didn't get many views. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. On to the next. This is how YouTube works. I'm not gonna blow up overnight. Cool, fine. So I had the idea to make a reel about the product, because Instagram is kind of my main platform that I post stuff on, and it's the main way that I've marketed my plugins up until this point. So I've got pretty decent at making short form content that can get views. So I thought to myself, okay, let me make a reel promoting this plugin that I've made for free with the main intention of getting more views on the YouTube video. So you can see on the screen there in the circle, I put the YouTube video on the store page, literally just to get people to the store page. They download the plugin and then they'll see the YouTube video because I wanted more views. That was my whole mindset. But what happened after is something that I did not expect. So overnight, that video got 70,000 views and 5,000 comments. So I posted it at 6 p.m. as a trial reel. Woke up the next day and my notifications were just fucking going absolutely crazy. So luckily, because this is how I usually sell my plugins anyway, I've got systems set up to kind of manage that flow of traffic. Obviously, this was a lot of people, but the systems are strong enough that it still works. So basically what happens, I use a platform called ManyChat. You must have seen it if you're on Instagram. Basically, it's if somebody comments a word on my video. So how it works is somebody comments, says a word, my account DMs them the link, they press the link, land on my store, give me their email address, and then the download link for the plugin gets sent to their email address. So yeah, it was mental. So in day one, literally the product was downloaded 2,170 times. And I started getting views on the YouTube video as well. Obviously it wasn't kind of a one-to-one relationship, but I started noticing views on the YouTube are trickling in, which was cool. That was kind of the main purpose of what was happening. But then something interesting happened, and I was thinking, okay, as the views on this Instagram reel are going up and more comments are coming in and more downloads are happening, it's okay, I'm missing out on something here because I should be using this attention to try and sell the other products on my page, the paid stuff. Obviously that plugin was free, but I should try and make some money out of this. So in my delivery email, which you can see on the left-hand side of the screen here, I started advertising one of my paid plugins, which was Stack at the time. And you can see here in the graph, the days leading up to, and then the day of, you can see there's a massive spike. I got 3 times the sales of the day before just by putting that in the email. So that was something that I thought was pretty cool and something that I'm going to take away going forwards, because putting something in the email cost nothing but led to a 3x in sales, which is pretty cool. So yeah, the views kept going up and up and up and getting more and more people downloading the plugin. There must have been 4,000 downloads at this point. And then I started getting emails. Obviously, you saw in that video, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. But in that video, you see how I made that plugin. And I wasn't particularly rigorous with my bug testing. I was just oh, it works, cool, let's ship it, which, fine. It was for the purposes of the YouTube video, not how I usually make plugins, but it was, for content. And then I had, weirdly, so probably about 4,000 people had downloaded, but I probably received maybe, I want to say less than 15 emails with people running into issues. So percentage-wise, it was actually pretty solid. But anyway, I had some people running into some issues. I had some people asking for features, had questions, blah, blah, blah. So I thought, okay, this is quite interesting. I'm getting a larger than usual influx of emails. So why don't I use this opportunity to build another system, which is what I did. So I basically made a completely new email inbox and gave Claude access to it. And now Claude essentially reads any email that comes in from there, categorizes it, whether it's a bug, a question, or a feature request, and then drafts the replies. And then once all the replies are drafted, I can go through, read them, approve them, send them. And they're all done in my tone of voice because I gave it access to one of my other email inboxes before where emails were sent by me. So they're all kind of in how I would send emails. So this is something that actually has ended up saving a lot of time because there were quite a few emails that were the same, and yeah, just like sped up that whole support workflow, and also has things that go straight back into the knowledge base of like bugs and whatever, so that going forwards, new plugin development is smoother, which goes back to what I said in my first video. So it was all in all just like a kind of nicely maintained email ecosystem, if you will. So what happened after that was interesting. So this was probably about a week in, maybe a bit less. And I was like, okay, there's obviously a humongous demand for a product that does this because it's got so many downloads and it's getting so much attention. And there's also people that have been sending me feature requests. So why don't I do something? Why don't I make a better version of this product and put it up for sale? It would be stupid not to. There's such a demand. So I literally spent 4 days, stood right here, 15-hour days, just like hammering it with Claude. Literally like, it was dark. Like my step count was like 10 steps per day. But yeah, I was just literally just hammering away, thinking of these features, adding stuff, making it better, testing it, like so much testing. Because if you're doing something paid, there can't be bugs in it. Like it has to be perfect. So like so much testing with different types of sequences, with different types of cameras, different configurations, like anything I could think of. It honestly was like, let's not talk about it. But anyway, it came out with a new product called Spread Plus, which has complete multicam support, has all these settings for different behaviors, like super good. Genuinely, I'm actually really proud of it. And it's something that I've been using on my projects as well in between this time. And it's like, it works perfectly. I fucking love it. It's amazing. So yeah, built that. And then, so because I'm making this a paid product and it was going to be my most expensive product in the range, I thought, okay, let me try and block people from sharing this online for free. Let me develop a license key system, which is something that had been on my to-do list for a while, but I hadn't pulled the trigger because it was obviously quite a daunting task. But I literally just sat down with Claude, took us an afternoon, and we now have a really robust, like sick license key system where when someone buys the product, a key is auto-generated and sent to their email, and it works on 2 machines. I can see when it's been activated. I can see like some information about it, and it's just like, it's great. So yeah, that was a big plus. So now I have a license key feature that I can implement into any of my products going forwards, and it all will kind of work the same. So it's work that's been done once, but will carry forwards. So then once that had been done, there were kind of 4 people that were the main feature requesters or testers for me. And then I basically sent them all Spread Plus for free with a license key and said like, try it out. Does it work for your specific use case now? Are there any bugs? Can you find anything? How is it? And then I also asked them like, how much would you pay for it? Obviously you can have this for free because you're testing it for me, which is really great. But how much would you pay for this? And kind of landed on the price. Some people said higher, some people said lower, but kind of landed around the $29.99 mark in pounds, which is probably like $37 or something. I don't know. So yeah, now it was time to release the plugin. And I wanted to do a kind of soft release before I did like a big one, just in case there were any issues. Because obviously somebody who pays for it, if they run into any issue, they're going to email me immediately. Because if you spend 30 quid on something and it doesn't work, you're going to be like, what the fuck is going on? Give me a refund. So that was kind of my plan. So I literally just changed the delivery email of the free version to include a link to the new version. So this was like the softest announcement I could do. I didn't like broadcast anywhere that I'd made a new one. It was literally just like, here's your free one. Oh, by the way, there's a better version if you need these features. And that night, I sent that out. It must have been like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. That night, I had 3 sales, which is mad. I didn't tell anyone about it. It was literally just an upsell in the emails, which is crazy. So $121, pounds. And I was like, yo, this is sick. I was so hyped. I was so excited because remember, I've been giving out the free version and collecting emails in return. So I'm thinking like, I've got an email list of 5,000 people. If you do like a 1% conversion rate, that's going to be like 50 people, 30 quid. I'm like, yo, I'm going to be fucking rich. Like, let's go. After those sales happened and nobody emailed me with any problems and the beta testers had confirmed there were no bugs and stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm confident to send out the broadcast email and put this bad boy out there and collect some cash. Anyway, sent out the broadcast email, spent ages drafting it. It was like a beautiful email. I was so happy with it. Sent it out and I got 4 sales. And this is one of the big lessons that I've taken away from this, and it's actually a big learning for me, is that when you sell stuff to people matters. You can see the night when I did the soft launch, I got 3 sales because I'm showing the product to somebody when they're in like product acquiring mode. So like somebody's gone to download a free product, they're getting ready to install it, and they see, oh, there's a better version. Oh, that's cool. Let me check that out. And I've still got their attention. Whereas here, you know, people had downloaded the free version 9 days ago, and then they get some random email to their promotions folder in Gmail and like don't even look at it, or they'll look at it and be like, I can't even remember what that is. Like just discard it. So this was super insightful. So now I know not to put so much value and emphasis on this mailing list to sell things to people, because it's not when you sell stuff to them matters. So that was super interesting for me. It's also sparked me to want to do loads more research into kind of how to maintain and tend to a mailing list, because I think, you know, if my mailing list was a bit warmer, or I'd like built up some anticipation, or like these kind of things, it would have been better. So this was a super big learning for me. And yeah, I think going forwards, that's something to consider. So yeah, that's basically where we're at today. So that reel that I posted now has almost 300k views. We're at almost 6,500 downloads. You can see I've sold 18 copies of Spread Plus, which is almost $750, $730, which is wild, to be fair. And it's still selling today. Like I've made 2 more sales today. I'm about to put out a fresh batch of content to promote it. And then also more copies of Stack have been sold off the free tool as well. So it's kind of just like boosted everything and taught me a lot. And now I've developed this email customer support system, and I've got the license keys thing sorted. So it's a pretty big, I'd say it's a pretty big couple of weeks. So yeah, that's basically it. That's where we've landed. As some of you may know, in my last video, I said I've got a school community, which is now live. It's completely free at the moment. That might change in the future. But for right now, like everything that I'm doing and everything I'm learning is going in there. And there's like a few people in there now, and we're all kind of vibing and making stuff. So if you want to learn how to make products, how to sell them, obviously from this video, you can see I'm pretty on it, and I find this stuff very, very interesting. So I'm like doing so much work into improving my ability to do all of these things, and then I'm sharing that in the toolshed. So yeah, if you want to join, there'll be a link in the description. But yeah, that's it. So it's been an exciting 2 weeks. What's next? I've got a couple more products that I want to finish. Got to keep pushing out promotional content for the existing ones, and yeah, just see where we end up. It's all good fun. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.